What is up, YouTube? My name is Steve GM Tech, and welcome to my channel. Today we have an interesting discussion. It's an article that I found on the internet not too long ago, and I would like to talk about it. And to be quite honest, I think every car owner, goes through that. Hear different opinion, different people saying what they should do, what they've been doing was wrong. Um, Before we started, guys, subscribe to the channel. If you have any topic of discussion, if you have any question, um, any problem that you're going to with your car, you can send me an email at nicolasteve15 at gmail.com. I'll be putting it in the description. And follow me on TikTok, Steve GM Tech, Instagram at Steve GM Tech, and Facebook as well. Same username at Steve GM Tech. All right, let's get it going. So here is the article. Um, so let's go that way instead. So it's regarding, like I said, it's regarding let your car warm up during the winter. So the key point is one one thing some do when the temperature are cold outside is to start the car and let the engine warm up for a few seconds before driving. Several auto experts believe this may be a conductive to preserving the engine, which is what I believe, to be quite honest with you. Um, if we go further down, um, Firestone explained on his website that cars with modern fuel injection system can be driven by simply starting the engine without the car warming up. ah, the auto service company note that idling your engine could damage it while minimizing the car fuel efficiency. Yes, yes, your fuel. That's the downside of, to me personally, that's the downside of letting your engine warming up. You have your MPG will go down. I don't know say horrible gas mileage, but it will go down. I'll explain later. So, which is harmful to the environment? Yes, yeah, that's up for debate. Um, so so basically, I'm gonna show you guys a picture of why I think that you should let your engine warming up, even if it's not. I'm not saying wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Obviously, you late wherever you're going. I'll show you. Um, so okay. So, right here, this picture here, this is an engine. This is a modern engine. So, as you guys can see, that you have the crankshaft down here. You have the camshaft, the cam gears, your oil cooler, oil filter right here, and that's your oil pump. That's what suck the oil out from the bottom of the engine right here, and it pump the oil around the cam to the crankshaft. And if you have variable valve timing, I can go in there if you guys want me to explain those things. um Your variable valve timing run on oil pressure, so it's crucial to have oil pressure for those things to run right. Um, so basically, when it's cold out, your let's say you haven't changed your oil for a while, or even if you change your oil, when it get cold, that oil doesn't have the same viscosity as when the engine full temp, like on the summertime. Now, if you live down south in a warmer climate, it's a different discussion. But for the folks that live up north, a colder climate, I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't suggest that you just start your car and go. That's why I got both cars, especially if you're driving old car. I drive I drive old car, what people will call old shade box. I drive old shade box. I have an '09 Honda Accord with 180,000 miles and an '08 Ford Explorer with 160,000 miles. They're both old vehicle, 15 plus years, and they both have remote start. Um, I live in the West Belt, so it's cold here. It get most is below 10 degrees, below zero. Not often, but it happen here and there. So imagine in that temperature, you just start your car and go. What will happen? I mean, you, I wouldn't say you have engine damage right that second, but it's more like an accumulation of things. You let it go for too long. You don't maintain your car that well, or you do your oil change. You go past your interval, your engine oil interval. Um, most oil changes 3 to 5,000 miles. Some people will go 7,000 miles, 10,000 miles, 20,000 miles, and even more than that. Sometimes there are people that really do not take care of the car. So even if you do take care of your car medically, I wouldn't suggest to start your car and just go because of that problem right here. Because oil, it takes time for oil to go on your engine, especially if you're driving old cars. In what old cars have, they use a higher viscosity. Back in the day, some vehicle use 10W30. We don't really see it as much. The only vehicle I see is the heavy duty diesel that use those oil weight, which is understandable. Those are workhorses. Those engines work very hard. They pull heavy weight. So most modern engine use 0-20 and 5W30. Even as far as 0W16 for Toyota, I think Honda's going that route too. If not, if you haven't already, I think Honda's going that route. So it is extremely crucial to let your engine run at least 20 seconds. 20 seconds, I would say. So, yeah, I would definitely advise you to let it run a little bit because of that problem. And the other thing too is that your transmission do the same thing. They got an oil pump just like the engine. It picked up oil from the bottom of the oil pan to pump it around the clutches. I mean the valve body, the clutches. Sorry. So let me explain. It goes. The pump sucks oil through the filter. It goes to the pump, goes to the valve body, and from the valve body, it goes to the clutches based on if you put it in drive, you'll start going on the clutches. I don't remember. That's how it works. So if you running your car very hard, yeah, that it is not a good thing. It's just not. And one more thing you need to pay attention to is when you start your car, you'll see you'll have high idle. You'll see the needle go up to some engine don't. I think it's up to 2000 RPM. Sometime I don't remember. I think it's between 1500 to 1000 RPM until oil pressure build up and it will go down. I think that will probably take more than 20 seconds at that point, but 20 seconds is ideal for you to start driving. I'm not saying the engine will full warm up. I like to get to warm car, hot. I mean not hot, warm car when I go outside. So I'll let my car run for at least 10 minutes and go outside and start driving. It's safe. Everything is good. Engine don't make any funny noise. Transmission doesn't make any funny noise when you do that. So I'll definitely suggest that. And I have another video here. Not any. So of a guy explaining it. We have similar approach to cars, but I just slightly disagree with him. We pretty much say the same thing, but a few things that we don't see. All right, let's go, guys.
Hey guys, Dan the Mustang Doctor here to talk to you guys today about why you shouldn't be warming up your car in the winter. A lot of times people think that it makes a lot of sense to start your car up and let it run for 2 to 3, maybe 4 minutes, and really let it warm up before you go to take off. And I think
it will be ideal if you do that, to be honest. It will be ideal to me if you can. If you have remote start, let it run a little bit and you go outside and start driving. Again, that's just me. Let's go.
Common misconception with that is a lot of people are thinking when you're accelerating with the car and you're increasing in RPMs or revolutions per minute, you're moving the pistons in that engine way too fast before the oil warms up and everything gets warmed up so that it's lubricated appropriately. And that's a common misconception because really what happens is the longer you let that warm up, the colder it is for a longer period of time, which is a longer period of time where the piston, the rods, the lifters, everything's running without the same amount of oil as it runs when it's at operating temperature. So the best thing you can do is get in your car, fire it up.
Well, that's what. If you let your car run for at least 5 minutes, if you can, that wouldn't happen. That's what I disagree with. Now, if you on a wash and you forgot to remote start your car, things happen. It happened to me sometime. Let's go back and you hear what you gotta say about this, which is
maybe let it run for a few seconds, 10, 15 seconds, and then drive on it lightly or just give it some light acceleration. You don't want to give it too much, but if you don't give it any at all, it's actually harder on your engine than it would be if you gave it some light acceleration because you're warming it up a lot faster.
why would you even wanna do that? That's where I disagree with him too, because you start the car and you give it some acceleration, and when you do that, remember, if you go back to the picture here, let's go. If you go back to the picture here, this picture here, now you give the car some gas, right? And obviously, everything going faster, you get more fuel going to the engine. But what end up happening is now those things doesn't really have that much oil as when the car's in started to warm up, right? What's gonna end up happening is, sorry, excuse me. So those things gonna not gonna run right. So that's why, yeah.
when you give it light acceleration, like I said, versus letting it just sit there, therefore letting the all of the metal on metal go metal on metal longer. So get in your car, drive it easy, and save your engine and make it last a lot longer. All right, guys, have a good one.
So, you guys can hear the gentleman talk about that matter. The thing is, the reason why, to me, the most people, not most people, the engineer saying that is because when you get in your car and start driving, like this guy said, you start accelerating the car warm up quicker, right? But the engineer who designed those things, they want them to be environment friendly, and they want those vehicles to get to closed loop as fast as possible. So I can explain that in detail what is closed loop. There is closed loop and open loop. When the car first starts in the morning, it is open loop. But when the car fully warmed up, meaning now the computer is taking care of everything at closed loop, then everything is running as it should. The transmission is full tank, engine is full tank, oil pressure is good, timing is good, everything is good. You got no check engine light. So I just gonna explain what is closed and open loop briefly. So that's exactly what happened. They want those engines to get to closed loop as fast as possible. That's why when you drive in your vehicle, you realize that your transmission won't go into top gear until it get pretty hot and the thermostat is stuck closed so that the transmission can warm up faster. I can, once again, guys, I can go in detail. You can comment on the video if you guys want me to elaborate about that subject. So I think that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any suggestion, comment, send me DM, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or my email. Once again, is nicolasteve15 at gmail.com. So thank you, guys. Thanks for watching once again. See you on the next one. Bye bye.